What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Rick Ross was recently in Dubai, and there's some videos of him having a real good time. He was on a camel, and he got off the camel and stuff like that. He was scared of the camel, but there was something that it was interesting because he was actually at a club, right? And he was going to pay the club $100,000 to risk it all. And let me just say this: Rick Ross is not only is he I guess a decent rapper, but he's even a really great businessman. I mean, he has a lot of properties. He's worth a lot of money, has a lot of good investments going on. He plays the game the right way. Okay. But I want you to check out how these groupies were around him, and these are non-black chicks in Dubai. I want you to see how they act around him, right? And what he says with the expensive sweat comment. So Felix, play that clip.
I told you are my happy.
Excuse me. I have what?
You are my happy.
Because you are bothering. Okay, wait. I love her. I got love for her. Say what you want to say. I'm going to take a picture with you, baby. I'm going to take another picture with you. You see the lights on in the club. I tried to make them stay on the club. Sia, how much did we offer them to stay on the club?
100,000.
We offered them 100,000. They cut the lights on anyway. It's the biggest boss. I want a party. Bel Air, but we have to go. I'm gonna take a picture anyway. Let's go. Hold on. What you want to say? You want to say something? I can see it in your eyes. What you want to say?
I tell you later.
What you want to say?
I tell you after.
Oh yeah. Listen, ladies. When I rub this sweat on you, it's expensive sweat.
So you heard what happened there, okay? Now, look at what he said at the end. He said, lady, when I rub the sweat on you, it's expensive sweat, okay? And I know that sounds, really bad, or it may sound, it may sound terrible, but what he's really saying is the truth, okay? And what he's really trying to say is, when you are around me, you need to value who you are you're dealing with. That's pretty much what it is in layman's terms. Okay? That's what it is. When you're dealing with me, you're not dealing with the average dude. You should be feeling any kind of way that you're dealing with me. But I'm going to say this. It takes a lot to be able to say what he's saying there. And I'm not saying that every guy wants to be a Rick Ross type of guy, that you want to, you're the kind of guy that wants to say this and that. I'm not saying that, right? You might not want to be a guy like him, have all the gold jewelry on, things like that. But for Rick Ross to where he got to, it took a lot of work, right? Took a lot of investing in himself. He lost a whole lot of weight. He made a lot of investments. He's still relevant now. A lot of guys that was hot when he was hot, really in the business, they're not hot no more. They tricked all their money off. Diamonds, jewelry, weaves, sandals, broke. But we don't hear about Rick Ross, right? And Rick Ross letting people know, even though he did offer the $100,000, is this: listen, when you're around me, you need to be lucky to be where I'm at. You need to be lucky to be where I'm at. I'm Rick Ross. You see how the girls is acting around him? And I know you're like, well, they just want you for your money. Let me just be like this for the most time, man. Most people are around you for what you can do for them. There's a good saying out there, so there are no permanent friends, just permanent interests. It's that same way with products, man. Like as a YouTuber, it will be cool if you like me for some of the stuff that I do. But to be honest, if you feel like you're not getting no value from me, you go to another YouTube channel. Because either I'm entertaining you or I'm not. All right. In order for me to keep your subscription, to keep you interested in the topics, there has to be a permanent interest there. And we got to understand, for the most guys, most women are looking at guys as for what can you do for me? And most of us is looking for women for what can you do for me? But that's what you come to the negotiating table with. And the reality is that, hey, a man takes a while to build himself up. I can guarantee you, man, Rick Ross 20 years ago, he probably never thought he would be in Dubai, ride a camel. I mean, sometimes I'm pinching myself, right? And, you know, this was the first time I talked to Kevin about 2 months ago. I talk to Kevin almost all the time, but we had a specific conversation regarding flying first class. I asked him, I said, Kevin, because at the time I only flew economy, right? I was just being cheap. I said, Kevin, what do you feel about business and first class flights? He's like, listen, man, I only fly business or first class. I was like, well, why is that? He's like, well, number one, I'm kind of tall, right? He's like 6'5". And number two, I'm Kevin Samuels. I can't be seen in no goddamn economy class seats. All right? Can't be the high value guy. I got to be in first class. Plus, I like the service. And you know what? That made me think about it. And so I took my first business class flight back to the States in Air France. And do you know what? I can honestly tell you that I never felt I would take that. Even when I started making a lot of money, I still was flying economy class. I was just not used to the upgrade. But I can care, like I tell you, like Rick Ross was a normal guy just like we was 20 years ago. He was working as a correctional officer. Okay? But when you create the reality for yourself that you want, you get around the people that you want to be. You can get to the Dubais. You can get to the South of Francis. All right. And when people come across you, guess what? You're important. They got to do something to be around you. It is what it is. I know a lot of people don't like me saying that, but I just got to be real. It's the truth. You know, it's the reality of what goes on in the world. And that's the situation here. You know, so one time when you see, you know, a lady and she's talking this and talking that, hey, when you show up and when you're somebody, so I tell black men all the time, invest in yourself. I know these chicks are groupies, but even the ladies that want to be around you, it's going to be easier for you to get them because you've built yourself up. Everybody know who you, when you're successful and you're doing well, people know who you are. Like my boy George Macon says, people read the credits. They know who you are. They know what you do. You don't even have to mention that. All right. Folks know who you are, guys. So we need to start, understand that, men are not born. We are made. All right. And you have to create the realities for yourself that you want to see. And guess what? Women will be dying for you to wipe sweat on them because not all women, but the ones that are going to value are going to do that for you. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I already appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe with the bell. Check out the first clip at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains an all-time high. I'm out.